I think we are live. And hello everyone, it's Gwathorn from Gwathorn's Games.
And Capture Fail in the background.
Yes, you can move over a little bit. You might be in the, yeah, there you are. Just move forward a bit, that's probably all it needs. Well, no, you've disappeared. You're there.
Right, I will be a disembodied voice.
Okay, so we are on the Mordor server. That's now you're permanently there. We are running on the Mordor server, the 64-bit server, and we have a couple of things that we want to try out. The first thing, we may as well jump straight into it, is the level 10 Loremaster. So as people know that there's going to be an update to the Loremaster coming out with update 41. It's due to come out fairly shortly.
And it was great at first.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been 2 or 3 betas that we've tried, and some of the betas have been really good, and some of the betas have not been quite as successful. So I did a quick copy of a couple of things to get things up and running. I might actually hide these. These are from sequence bars, and there's a couple of other things that are there. But okay, so the changes that they've made to the Loremaster. There's a blue line now, which is really quite a pet-driven.
No, it's not.
Well, it's supposed to be pet-driven. That's right. It's not. But they've added some sigils, and it has a pet focus, but it's just not, personal opinion, it's just not up to scratch yet. It probably will never be up to scratch given we're at the 3rd or 4th beta testing. But I'll actually go into the actual pet itself, and the main problem that we have at low level, this is low level, very few people are testing this at low level. Yes, you can get an extra 25% pet damage on your bear, because bears the first start off.
Yes, but it depends what the base damage is.
It does.
And it was great in the first beta.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Other MMOs have strong pet builds, but apparently LOTRO is not allowed to.
Yeah, it's just one of those really weird things. There's pet bubbles, which mean nothing really to a permanent pet. Pet morale, incoming pet damage can be decreased, and pet summoning induction really means nothing to a blue line. You're supposed to stay with the pet. There are a couple of extra things, but I'll just put the extra points in, and that'll do us to start off with, and then we'll go and have a bit of fun with it. So bears disappeared, but I can either have the Bog Guardian, because I put the points in for the Bog Guardian, which is nice to have, but yeah, I've got a DPS meter, I've got all sorts of things, so we can actually test some stuff out. So let's actually, do I have a...
You need to go somewhere like, not stock, but the place that's almost at stock. I can't remember its name right now, but that's all level 10 there.
Okay, I think we can try that.
Oh, it doesn't have its own stable, but...
Stock, the bandits are about level 10, aren't they? Bandits just...
more, I think.
It'll be close enough, I think.
Or you can go from stock just across the river to the wolves.
Yes, that actually is a really good idea. That's a nice way of testing.
10 town.
So difficulty is normal. I'm going to be testing out different difficulties as well. In the previous beta, the pet food didn't work. It works now. But that's just one of those things. It works now, but just give me a second. Desktop audio is not working. I've got to get that working. How am I going to get that working? Okay, it's not there. I really want to have that working. Audio picking up the software. Try that. Yep, that actually now is working. And I can hear it in my speakers, which is good. Okay, so where's that? I've lost that Bog Guardian because I went on a swift travel, so I'll bring it back and let's go for a bit of a run. Now I haven't set up anything for, haven't set up any of the skills yet, so that's going to be a bit of a mess, but we can at least try it. Okay, the wolves are yellow, but let's have a bit of fun. Now, trying the main thing about this, the main problem, they've added in some signs of the wild, 15-second cooldown, so I can order my pet to attack. I'll actually get those out of the way. So one spell, Burning Embers, I'm still doing 52% of the damage. The pet's doing half the damage. I'll actually get rid of these because I don't really need those at this point because they're getting in the way. I'll actually fix it up later, but that'll do for starters. So again, we'll try another one.
Let the pet work alone.
Let the pet work alone. It is actually impossible to let the pet work alone.
I mean, he can heal it.
I have to...
So what happens when you don't use spells?
I have to actually get the attack on the... That will do. So, without using any spells at all...
Oh, it's
drawn three, but I don't really mind that. As long as they... But they're still attacking me. I did absolutely no damage. I did no attacks. But these guys, two of them, are still attacking me. So, just... It is actually generating absolutely no threat. Absolutely no threat at all. And you cannot... Now that it's only one, it will hold its own. But yeah, that was it. It drew three and two of them ran instantly towards me. So honestly, you cannot, and I'll do it again.
Can the bear?
That's a good question. So I'll get rid of the Bog Guardian and I'll bring in a bear. And let's have an attack. Well, the bear is actually holding aggro. Hurrah! But as soon as I do anything, it's going to pull that bear right off. Question is, will it survive 3? Looks like, oh, yep, okay. So, the bear's actually not going to hold those. I'm going to have to heal the bear, and as soon as I heal the bear, of course, 3 of them come straight at me. Yeah, okay. Just give me a second. There's chat. The chat. I'm not actually seeing what's in the chat, but I can see that there is chat. Just give me a second. I will have some fun. I will take these out myself. Yeah, just give me a second. I will modify that so that I've got the chat window. Ah, yes.
Hello, David.
Good to see you. Yes, we are doing some live streaming.
And complaining.
And complaining. So one heel. I one heel and all the aggro got drawn away from the bear. There was absolutely nothing I could do.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it performs at level 50 with more abilities, but it means that if you want to eventually, say it's good at level 50, to get there, you've either got to suffer through this, totally ineffective build,
Yep.
or you've got to play red line and then switch.
Yeah. Now I'll go to red line. So that's the blue line. So there's not much you can do. You can get. No, you go for it. Definitely watch. Definitely watch. So yeah, we're having a bit of fun. So yeah, there's not much you can do. I mean, you cannot attack more than one creature, and you are always going to be drawing aggro. So single one bear on one, no problems. But you do anything outside that, and the amount of damage the bear's doing is so poor compared to just one single burning ember. You see how long this takes for the bear to go. I'll actually see if I can find one more pet, one more wolf. It has to be on its own. I'll do an attack. And halfway through, after about 10 seconds, I'll throw one burning ember in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's see how long, 12, 13, 13, 16, 17. Yeah, so it's taking this long to actually take that down. Let's go one burning ember against this wolf. Half the hit points already gone. There's another tick, gone. So this blue line, low level, in no way, shape or form could you ever run a Loremaster in blue line from the start. So it is just dreadful. Now I'll go to the spec for blue line to red line. Now you get an extra 25% fire damage with those extra 5 points. Then we've got cracked earth damage or extra tactical damage. I'll just go for an extra. So I've got an extra 25. I've got an extra 35% damage, just purely and simply on changing to red line. So that burning embers that did it really fast is going to now be.
But what pets do you actually
now
have?
They've changed it so that you've got call to bears, which is a summon with a 2-minute cooldown. So
I don't see anything about a duration there.
yeah, but okay, so I'm summoning the bear. The bear's going to go out. The bear's going to do some attacking. It's going to come straight for me. Yep, straight for me. The bear's not able to hold aggro, and it's gone. It's unsummoned. So it is a.
Did it just disappear?
It just disappeared. Yes, it just disappeared. and it's another 2 minutes before I can actually see that. So, burning embers.
What they said the intention was of these changes was to make the 3 lines different and specialised. And maybe they've done that, making yellow a control build and red a direct damage build, but they have not created a pet build. They've taken the pet.
They've effectively
they've
just
destroyed
removed
the pets
Yep.
in red and weakened it in blue.
So yeah, look, it is now a particularly. So I just have to wait.
Well,
I've got no pet. I have to wait.
Unless the red line works really well, what a Loremaster is now is an inferior minstrel.
Well, there's no the cooldown on Wizard's Frost is 4 seconds on red line. The cooldown on Wizard's Fire is instant, so you do it. So you're now a minstrel. You're right. The Wizard's Fire is the one thing that you can actually use, that you keep using, and that becomes your. So yeah, you're now a minstrel. I mean, it's Wizard's Fire. There's no cooldown on it. There's nothing to block you anymore. And this is the low level stuff. So yeah, we'll bring that bear back in. There's the bear. Everything's chasing the bear. Good. Okay, but I've got one coming after. Yep, they're coming after me. Yep, not much I can do about it. So just calling that bear was enough to draw, and there it's gone. So yeah, it's gone again.
Can you hover over the tooltip for the bear? Because I'm looking for where it says the duration of it.
Yeah, it doesn't have one. It doesn't say it's got a duration. It's got a cooldown. It's got a cost. It's got a 15-second fear when you call it, and that's what's drawing the aggro to the Loremaster. It's pretty dreadful for low level. It is absolutely dreadful for low level. There's not much you can do. Now I could respec this. In fact, I probably will respec it as red line and put points into. Yeah, I can't get the extra points, so I can't get the Friends of the Wild. So, but that's a call to lurkers as well. So that's exactly the same thing. It's a call to the wild. So this thing is here. This cooldown. Where is it? There is a cooldown. Call to the pet cooldown can go up to 45 seconds, but that's speccing into blue. So it's all built for a level 150 character. So you're expected to dig deep into the blue line to get a saber-tooth or something like that, get the extra cooldown on the pet, get the extra bubble that comes from here. But these are designed for a level 150 character. They're not designed for a level 10 character. So any Loremaster that's going to actually go through the process of leveling has no pet.
Sadly, in MMOs, there's this thing you have to do called leveling. Maybe they don't care about that. They want everybody to pay for the Valor promotion.
Yeah. So, and I've been running the beta for a while, just because I've really wanted the Loremaster to actually have some chance of succeeding. I was really disappointed with what they did with the Loremaster, getting rid of that threat. So the bear doesn't hold aggro. I mean, I can Wizard Fire, Burning Embers, and I've got my damage. This can win. You know, doesn't matter whether you're blue or whether you're red. This character can get through, but there's absolutely no pet advantage.
Yeah.
That Wizard Fire has no cooldown. If you respecialise and choose blue line, that Wizard Fire has a.
when it has a duration, it's really not a pet at all.
No.
It's like short-term zombies
Yeah.
in other games. You don't call them pets if they're just going to be around for a matter of seconds. It's like what they really are is a short duration damage over time spell.
With a timer, yeah. So if I draw this bear, it's going to stay, it's permanent because I'm running blue line. But in reality, my only spells are Wizard Fire and Burning Embers. Pet's going to take forever to get there. In fact, it's not even attacking at this point. I've got to put it on, join in. But all the damage is being done by these two spells.
Yep.
The pet itself is not going to be able to draw aggro because I'm just doing all the damage in. Okay, 2 spells, which is fine. Yep, pet did not hold aggro, and these two were. Yeah, good. I'm glad that they are adding the Nazgul in, and I'm glad. I'm having absolutely no problems with lag on this. This is the EU server. I'm having absolutely no problem with lag, but there's absolutely no way you could call this a pet build. It's just not. It's just not. When my level 145 Loremaster went all the way down blue, and the bear was okay, but that's after getting all of the bonuses all of the way down, and there's just it just isn't. So from what I've been reading, the Ancient Master, the yellow line version, is going okay for people, but they're multiple summoning, so they're alternating. So they're summoning the bear.
Pet rotation.
Yeah, they're then dismissing the bear once they've got the debuff on the boss, and then summoning another pet, and then making that go in, and that's all fine.
Epic Games TV is asking, do we allow the bear to alter their abilities? But what does that even mean for a bear that vanishes after...
Oh,
we don't know how long because it won't tell us.
Yes. In blue line, I am actually allowing it to auto, so I'm not using the minor pet, and I'm not using the sign of the wild. I don't have to. I can actually do it, so I've got the wolf. Oh, actually, that was my bad. I didn't mean to actually do that. Leave that somewhere over here. Okay, so I can actually send the wolf. I send it in for an attack, and then I can actually make it do the minor attack, which it will do. There, it's done, and the major attack, which it will do. So I can make it do those, but they've got 15-second cooldowns.
And does one of them still do a taunt?
No. The taunt will eventually turn up at about level, I don't know what level. But I still have to wait 15 seconds for both of these to cool down, and I can only use them once. So again, I'll send it in for an attack, and then I will manually make it use that one, and then I will manually make it use Wild Strike.
That was a stun.
So I can actually make it do the attacks, but the cooldown is so long. You can see how long it still takes to take out the wolf. On its own, it's just dreadful. It's just absolutely dreadful at level 10. Send in the attack. I'll do those 2 attacks, and then I'll just do the normal 2 spells, and we'll just go on. So level 10, not that great, not that good.
Stinks.
Yeah, it definitely has has what you would probably call a problem. And just levelling these characters all the way to 150 is just going to be particularly... Yeah, that makes sense to use it that way. But using the mouse scroll is really good, but it's problematic.
Hello there.
I'll go to kill and dim. Just go around it on. But the other thing about this is what's happened to the Heroic +2 version.
WSC, they haven't set a date for actually
no.
opening these.
The
Normal play.
The 31st of July is a tentative date for update 41, and this is update 41 that's going to be rolled out to all the servers.
But it was the
Might I take a
23rd.
moment of your time?
But it was the 23rd, and
What do you
they're
mean?
saying the 1st or 2nd is their aim date for the Mordor server. But
do you mean?
again, it's not set in stone. It's discussed. But yeah, they still haven't decided whether update 41 will include the Mordor and Angmar servers, or whether update 41 is going to be separated from the two of them. But yeah, I can't see them
Hello there.
putting both of those together. I mean, they might end up doing it, but only by pushing the update 41 back. So this change to the Loremaster is update 41. I've been spending a lot of time looking at what they're doing. So I've moved this now, just so you know, I've moved this now to Heroic +2. And I've got the pet build. So I've got as much extra morale as I can lay my hands on, and let's go and see if I can take out a single
Burglar.
fly.
Oh,
So they should be around here somewhere. There
you've
we
got to
go.
go. You got to go to the far side of the hill. Oh no, you got someone.
So it's level 9. Bring the bear out. So I'm running at Heroic +2. And I'm going to do the same thing. Send the bear in there to attack. Bear's now taking damage, which is what you'd expect. I'll put the 2 individual attacks in. Essentially no change. Bear's going to die before the harvest fly. I can do some healing, I suppose.
When it's a single enemy.
When it's a single enemy, if I do anything else. But that single heal is not enough to... I have not done the bird watching. There's a new hobby. So yeah, I get one-on-one. I can keep the bear alive long enough to take down a single target. Obviously, I can't do 2 targets, but let's have a go at this. I'll put in the 2 attacks, and then I'll put the burning embers and the wizard's fire in. I can actually take this down by the looks of it, one-on-one. I got it.
Right.
So I did actually, one-on-one, I did actually manage to take down a...
How does the red do?
Oh, let's not go there on that, really. I mean, I will, but... oh, yeah, I'll go to red. I mean,
I thought you already
I
had
changed.
your red.
I changed it a bit. Yeah, extra tactical damage. That's right. That's what I did. Okay, so let's try that. So
I mean,
a single harvest
as
fly.
I said, if you really want to, if blue gets good eventually, we're going to have to play red
Yeah,
to level up.
yeah, and so I'll put that one in, even though that's got a 15. Yeah, So that's the minor call. Let's harvest fly's getting close again. Got to find one that's not. It's in the wrong spot. That will do. Okay, let's get that bear out. Now there's a 15-second fear on that. So it's going to run, the bear's going to run straight into something else.
Yeah.
And the second one's going to run straight at me.
How much damage can you put out?
Oh, okay. Can't heal myself because this doesn't allow me to heal myself. It has to be an ally or companion. Oh, and the IF's there on. So I've got no self-healing. I've got absolutely no self-healing. Yeah, I did survive.
There was one of them that does both, yourself and the pet.
Yeah, but I don't have it because this is Redline. Redline has lost the... Redline doesn't have the
what do those two healers do there?
Okay, that's a remove wound.
Oh, it's cure, right.
And that's a heal ally, which you cannot heal yourself with it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It is.
It's inferior to Minstrel and to Runekeeper as a spellcaster.
Absolutely, it is.
So you can't win.
Yeah, it just. So for a redo, it is pretty much what you would call a fail. For a heroic +2 character, it's just not viable. I'll actually do a wolf. I'll actually try it again, and I'll throw everything at it as soon as it takes a minute for the call to bears to come back. Okay, let's have a chance. I've got to wait a minute. Okay, now I can have a go. Now I'll throw everything at it. Okay, I cannot, it's not holding the aggro. It's still attacking me. I will win, but that pet is absolutely useless. Yeah, I think this is kind of enough to show.
Yeah.
You there's absolutely no point in calling the pet for a low level character because you just don't have any real chance. Okay, so level 10 Loremaster. What can I say? I'm logging out the Loremaster.
What can you say that won't get you deleted or against the terms of service?
Yeah, so now I've got a level 50 Loremaster, which just for those people that want to know. Look, I'm having no lag issues whatsoever on the 64-bit server. Okay, it has the latency is higher than the US servers, but there is no lag whatsoever. It is really, really good in that respect. The latency is 319 milliseconds, but it is really quite good. Now, I have not built this at all, so I will build the blue line version. I'm fairly comfortable with what I'm doing. Hunting instinct is good. The pet morale is good for this character. Don't need the eagle. I want the extra tactical and physical mastery for the pet. The wild sigil's duration is fine, but I'm not going to use it. Pet summoning induction and call the pet cooldown, useless for these. Useless for this. I will use the bubble because that's an interesting new addition to this build. I am going to get the saber cat. This is where that cat mint is that heals both. This is the inner flame, which is now on the blue bar, so the only one that gets it is the pet. So it's gone for everyone else. Inspiring Rage, Naturally Armed, extra damage, and Battle Knowledge is good too. But it's got a 90-second cooldown. After threat treats and things like that. A lot of these are extra pet morale. These are all good stuff. Unbreakable Bond is nice, but I'll just apply those at this point. So Sabertooth is what I want. Is my pet of choice. I will describe why that is my pet of choice in a little while. I've got the minor pet command. I've got the major pet command is a 1 minute cooldown. I've got now a thing called Unbreakable Bond, which all healing is redirected to the target. It's not that useful, but it does mean that LOTRO, if I make a mistake, is actually going to heal. Isn't actually going to heal the pet, regardless. I suppose that might be a disadvantage, but yeah. There. So if I dismiss pet, and resummon, the pet has a bubble, which you can see that's there. I can dismiss pet and summon the Sabertooth, and it's got a bubble. You can see it's got a bubble. Okay, I'll finish this off. Actually I don't need that. Don't interrupt. Yeah, I'll actually take that, and I'll grab the crow and the extra damage. So this is pretty much as good as you're going to get. I'll take that, and I'll actually build it the way I would build it. So where is my there? Okay, so that's there, that's there, that's the minor pet damage, that's the major one which has a 1 minute cooldown, so it's not that useful. Okay, so this is the way I would probably build it, just using Dispel Corruption to for targeting purposes. I don't suppose I really should use it that way, but leave that over there temporarily. Is that good enough up there? Yep, okay. Murder of Crows is important. Battle Knowledge has far too long a cooldown. Now I can put the attack in. So okay, so now let's assume I use tab targeting. These should be relatively close to my level. Yep, exactly on my level. Move that out of the way. Wargs, let's start with wargs. And this is running blue line. Okay, so I'm going to run it just purely pet. Send in pet to attack. Come on. Send in pet to attack. And it's doing okay. Have a minor attack. And it's done okay. And this is normal difficulty. So,
yeah.
So tab target. Send it in for an attack. It's fine. It's not taking any damage. I could start throwing some extra spells in. It's fine. It's even doing damage at a fast enough pace that you really could just play it as a pure pet.
But like I said, it's like the minstrel. It does absolutely pathetic damage at low levels.
Yes. So I can throw some extra stuff in. I can throw some extra stuff in. I can do a bit of damage from extra things, and it's fine.
No, we're not at +2 right now.
Oh, I've got a Grim Southron. I've been.
What?
Yeah, I've had a Nazgul turn up. Oh dear. This is going to be. This is going to kill me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. No. Oh, see, this is what you don't want to run on the server. I just had a Nazgul turn up. Now, I mean, oh, good. It's good. It ran away. Okay.
That's still there. Well, it's like one of those roving bands.
Oh, this should be world.
Uh, 4.2 million hit points.
Yep. 4.2 million hit points. Oh, I'm being attacked.
Yeah. I can imagine you needed 50 of you.
Yeah. Oh, right. And now I can't, because I wasn't the first one to hit it. It's still hitting me. And I can't, no self-heal. Oh yes, I do. I do have a self-heal. Oh, but the pet's too far away, so I can't actually activate the self-heal. So yes, this is a Grim Southron. This is, oh look, just keep hitting me. 4.2 million hit points.
Do you get to switch these off?
No, there is no switching these off on these servers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Retreat now, yes, because I died, and yeah, no, okay.
It looked as though the pet was still there. Oh no, somebody
Yeah,
else did.
so there's a level 50. Where did it take us? Yeah, okay.
Don't go that way.
Oh, I'm just going to have another. Yeah, the Loremaster's useless. What can I say?
No, this level 51 looked all right.
Yeah.
Until
that
thing turned up.
turned up.
Just interfering with what we wanted to do.
Okay, so I'll bring. Oh, this whole region has changed colour because of the Nazgul. But let's work on the assumption that let's keep doing the testing. So, running blue line. I might have a look at some other time to see what's actually going on. But look, it's fine. I'm ordering it to do its attack, and it's come straight for me rather than. Yeah, okay, good. I can do water lore. I can keep it alive, and that's fine. Look, it's okay. I mean, yeah. Now, I'll try it against 2, but I'll try the saber-tooth against 2, which is what I wanted to try. So it's got its bubble, which is nice. Now let's see if I can find somewhere that has...
Well, up on the hill.
To the north of... Yeah,
tons of
them.
wolves.
And there's another Loremaster trying to...
He's got a lynx.
Yes, he's got a lynx. He's level 50, and yeah, he's got the full gear. And his traceries are Lightning Storm, Nature's Fury, Ascendant Flame. He's running red line, Ring of Fire, Storm Lore cooldown. Yeah, exactly what you would expect. Of course, the thing is that I have not. Where am I heading over there, aren't I? Oops, I'm being attacked. There's a log. This is where I'm supposed to go, isn't it? This is the hill.
No, that's not the hill I meant, but...
There's the hill you meant. Yeah, okay. Now, the one thing I haven't done with this level 50 character, and I should be doing it right now, is I have not assigned traceries to this character. So, Ancient Craft, Beacon of Hope, these are all yellow lines. Burning Embers critical chance multiplier is okay. Burning Embers damage is fine, but it's not really a pet thing. Fire and Frost, Gust of Wind, Inner Flame, Base Healing. I think that might be one of the ones that I want, because it's one of the few that's actually going to be useful to me. Knowledge of Lore, no. Pet damage, yay! I get an extra however many percent pet damage. And pet morale is definitely a thing to put in, even though, yep. And the last one is, I don't think I've got Brekkie. Yeah, I don't have Sticky Gourd. Storm Lore cooldown, target resistance ratings, no. Target resistance debuff, test of will cooldown. So I've got no other pet things to put in. So Burning Embers damage is pretty much the only thing that I can put in, and it's fairly useless for me. That's what I'm actually doing. But now at least I have a level 50 pet build combination, even if I did put Burning Embers in there. Okay, so let's dismount. Let's bring in the Sabertooth, good. And we'll just go in and we'll see how we go. Oops, I dismissed him.
Hey.
I accidentally dismissed it. I'm just practicing what I would do. So it's doing okay. I mean, it's doing damage. It's getting there. But we're going to try 2.
I think I would end up doing what I did with minstrels, and that's using crafting to get past all the low levels.
Yeah, just craft up to a high level character. Yeah. So level 50 is kind of doing okay. But we haven't tried the let's take it on. Let's go and take some more on. And the saber-toothed cat has the advantage of having an AoE attack. So it's surviving okay.
It's got 3 debuffs on it.
Yeah, 4 debuffs. This does actually remove some of that, all of that. I'm going to go for the heal. So it's doing its thing. It's actually not too bad. But again, it's because instead of the threat generation from the bear, you've now got a forward arcing AoE to do your
What
dirty
threat
work.
generation?
Yeah.
We didn't see any.
Well, yeah. So if I bring, I actually meant to do something slightly different. It's doing its job. So I'll set it up against 2. Oops, I dismissed it. Dismiss it over the bubble is actually not too bad. To dismiss something and then have a bubble is not too bad. But you're working a pet rotation. So there's one there and there's a second one. If I attack that one, it's going to draw the warg on the way. So I now have no threat on that second warg, the warg that ran through. The saber-tooth has no threat. If I do a simple heal, straight at me. The AI forward arc is just it's got a forward arc attack, yeah, but the saber-toothed cat does not position itself so that it uses the forward arc against multiple opponents. It just yeah, okay, let's but look, it's fine. It's doing its job. It's getting there. Now where's my milestone set to Echo Dunan? Yeah, that's good, that's what I wanted. So I'm going to knock this up to heroic +2, and let's go somewhere else. Stelden will do. Unless I can find somewhere better. I'm just going to go and get back to Kellendim and knock it up to heroic +2.
How can I be of service?
Westbury. I've added the extra stuff for the mithril and gold and all the other things that you get when you're.
Don't go back to Ekerdinen.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've got Forest Shell. Is that good enough? Is that, or I've got
Yeah,
Angmar.
that'd be
Angmar.
reasonable, especially for heroic.
What can I do for you?
Kellendim, let's go and do it. I actually could have gone back to the Eagle, but so I'm going to knock this level 50 character up to heroic +2,
Stay a moment.
which is what we really want to test it at. And that's the
What can I do?
Speak for
you?
yourself.
okay. I really want to test it on that. Okay, so I don't want Echo Dunan. What I want is there's cooldowns on all of those. Oh, that's so dreadful. 10-minute cooldown on all of those. Okay, let's go.
What can I do for you?
Westbury. Ooh, it's taking a little bit of time to load. Okay. I
Greetings.
want Sirikaya a little bit.
Yep.
Now, what I am expecting is that the saber-tooth will get killed. But, okay, this is good enough. That's level 47, that's good enough to test on. Let's go in there. It's got its bubble. Ooh, it's getting taken down pretty quick. Even with the heals, it's getting taken down. Unsummon. Resummon. Attack. Having to use pet rotation is is not my favourite thing in the world.
But pet rotation is optimal Loremaster playing. You'd expect to have to use that at Heroic +2.
Well, I am going to need to. Oops.
Did you think that was your fault?
No, I just. Oh, come on! Seriously, because it's a new saber-tooth, it doesn't. So,
Okay. You'd expect it to be that hard on
okay.
+2.
So if I dismiss that, if I bring myself in the bear and I use the major pet command, so if I summon the bear, this is that the major, I think that's the major pet command. So I'll see what I can do. Send it into battle. Make it use its small. Make it use its large, which is the taunt. Dismiss it. Rebring it. And send it back in. Can't make it use it. I can't make it use it. I can only. So this is on cooldown, and that's the taunt. The taunt's on.
I can see it's not on cooldown.
Yes, but the problem is I can't activate it. The bear has to activate it. The only way I can activate it is using the major pet command. That's it, and that's got a. I mean, I've got extra things I can use, but I can't taunt. And this is going to take an absolute age. So I'll go back to the saber-tooth. Okay, so a little bit messy, but it did work. Head in, tell her to do an attack, which is that one. A little bit of healing, so that it's got a chance of surviving.
There are other classes that can't handle groups on maximum difficulty.
Oh yes. Now rather than heal that, let's just unsummon it and resummon it. Go on. I mean, so, okay, so let's have a go at 2. So I'll make it attack, run past the Shore Matron, which will draw aggro. Oh, it didn't.
Did a roll.
Now it has. I'll force it to. Got to go for the bit of healing. More healing. Use its major. It's going to get mashed. But I can resummon it as soon as it's gone.
Doing it this way is you can't see how far, yeah, now you can, how far down the bear is.
At least I can get it to intercept. I can resummon and intercept. That's something, I suppose. I'll actually try this again. And that's not too bad, I suppose. If I have resummon, if I have...
And your thing for playing on this level is to have a soldier as well, right?
Yeah, but I don't know whether I'd do that, because dismissing and resummoning is probably viable. Okay, well, that actually is more positive than I thought it was going to be for level 50. The low level one is problematic, but the Pico's going to attack. Oh, it ran at me! Why did it run at me? I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. I set the pet in to attack, not me. It is going to take it out. It is going to do the job. Okay. So, yeah, it is going to do the job. It can be run, but you really have to get that resummon active. And as we said, with all the lore masters nowadays, they really do rely on resummoning. The whole end game yellow line is resummoning. You'll go in. As soon as I do a heal, if I'm not careful, see the forward arc AOE is going to do absolutely nothing because that pet's not going to be smart enough to turn around. As soon as I do a heal, this one's going to say, "Oh, isn't he wonderful?" Yeah. Can potentially get away. Okay. Well,
I have to move on.
I think so. I think I've done enough for this. Thank you all for watching. I will finish this particular battle off, and then I think we are done. Okay, everyone.